The early summer transition is fully locked in, and the fish are moving into their aggressive warm weather patterns. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to get your lines wet, this is the week you've been waiting for. Welcome to your Texas Gulf Coast Fishing Report for this first week of June. This episode is brought to you by the Texas Gulf Coast Fishing Show, your premier source for specialized, highly curated fishing gear designed specifically to conquer our local waters and help you land that next trophy catch. Before we look at the water, let's look at the sky with a quick weather check. Up on the upper coast, expect a mix of sunshine and scattered clouds with warm daytime highs peaking in the mid-80s. Moving down to the mid-coast, the sun will be intense, pushing temperatures right up to 86 degrees alongside some brisk midday Gulf breezes. Out on the lower coast, it is bright, sunny, and hot, with temperatures holding steady in the upper 80s to low 90s. Keep an eye out for those early morning wind windows across all regions. Let's start our regional breakdown with the upper Texas coast, stretching from Sabine Lake to Galveston and down to Matagorda. Water temperatures here are holding steady between 75 and 78 degrees. Inshore action is hitting a fantastic rhythm, particularly in East Galveston Bay, where water clarity is excellent along the grass shorelines. Anglers are finding solid numbers of speckled trout and slot redfish. Your best bet is a salt and pepper or chartreuse paddletail on a light 1/8 ounce jig head, working those shallower flats close to the drains. If the midday wind kicks up over the open reefs, change gears. Focus on the deeper guts near shallow water, or try drifting the mouth of bayous roughly 2 to 4 hours after an outgoing tide for a very consistent mixed bag of trout, redfish, and drum. Hey y'all, if you want to make sure you never miss a bite, take a quick second to hit that like and subscribe button right now. It's the absolute best way to ensure you get instantly notified every single time our fresh weekly reports drop. Moving down to the mid-Texas coast, covering Port Lavaca, Rockport, Port Aransas, and down to Riviera and Baffin Bay. Water temperatures are scaling up here, hitting that 74 to 82 degree mark. When the wind gives you a break, drifting the mid-bay shell reefs in about 5 feet of water with gulp turbo shrimp or bass assassins is producing a highly reliable trout bite. For the waders, lacing up your boots and heading toward the deeper structure or the jetties at first light is the ticket. Throwing top water plugs or 5-inch soft plastics in pearl or bone diamond colors has been landing quality trout up to 6 pounds. If you are hunting redfish, the higher tides have them scattered a bit deeper into the back lakes and marsh ponds. Try popping a rattling cork rigged with a soft plastic or an artificial shrimp over the mud and grass to wake them up. Finally, let's check in on the lower Texas coast, highlighting Corpus Christi, Port Mansfield, and the lower Laguna Madre. Water temperatures are holding firm in the warm 76 to 82 degree range. The ultra-clear shallow flats and sand potholes in 2 to 2.5 feet of water are holding some beautifully heavy 3 to 5 pound trout and redfish. A steady rhythmic retrieve with silver or blue glitter paddle tails around the edges of those potholes is producing excellent numbers. Over at the Port Aransas jetties, the live bait anglers are winning the morning. Live croaker timed perfectly with the early high tide is filling boxes with speckled trout, while dropping cut mullet or crab straight to the bottom is yielding heavy redfish and big black drum. Stick around because right after this quick break, we are diving into our critical early summer expert tips. This segment is brought to you by the Texas Gulf Coast Fishing Show. Don't head out onto the water undergunned. Make sure to check out our fully curated selection of premium fishing gear, hand-selected by local guides to give you the ultimate edge on the Texas flats. Now for your early summer expert tips. First, a pre-dawn start is absolutely mandatory right now, as the most aggressive feeding window closes by 9 a.m. Second, match the hatch by using live croaker or mullet, or mimic them with topwater plugs at first light and paddle tails as the sun gets high. Third, target the transition zones and deeper guts where fish travel to escape the midday heat. And finally, always prioritize safety by wearing stingray guards and utilizing long stringers when wading. We want to say a huge thank you to all our listeners for spending part of your day with us, and we wish you the absolute best of luck on your next coastal adventure. Stay safe, respect the resource, and we will see you right back here next Tuesday. Tight lines, everyone.